Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News. The Attleboro City Council is looking to implement a new ordinance regarding hunting within the city. The public hearing for the legislation is slated for tomorrow, February 5th at City Hall. The ordinance is structured into 3 parts, and we spoke with City Councilor Todd Kobus to learn more.
The ordinance is something that myself and Councilor Dolan introduced to the city mainly because of safety concerns. There's 3 main parts of it. The first part is we're now going to require written permission to hunt on private property. And in my mind, this is a common sense sort of thing, and it's something that's been implemented in other towns of similar population densities to Attleboro. The second item is we're now formalizing an existing ban for hunting on city property. It's been prohibited for a while, but it hasn't really been formalized, and there hasn't been anything in place up until this proposed ordinance. And then the last item is sort of redundant to existing state laws, and that's a ban on traps, leg hold traps within the community, as well as requiring written permission to trap on private property. And there's been some comments that, well, this is already in place at the state level, but this, by having it locally, we put some safety measures in case this is ever rescinded at the state level. So those are the 3 main parts of it, in addition to explicitly spelling out the fines and the enforcement piece. For the first occurrence of a violation of this, it's a $300 fine, and then for each additional occurrence infraction, there's an additional $300 fine. Currently, property owners would need to put up signs around their property to say no hunting, and there's always been sort of a gray area in what's the distance between signs and what if signs come down due to weather or get torn down. This now puts the onus on the hunter and the responsibilities on the hunters to ask for permission, get written permission from the property owners. Mass State expressly says that property owners are not liable for hunting accidents that occur on their property. That is provided with one caveat, that the property owner is not charging the hunters for permission to hunt on their property. In the case of hunting in the city, the likelihood of a hunting accident, we've only had a few incidents over the last 10 years in the surrounding communities. So the likelihood is low. But the severity of if something were to happen and the potential damage of losing life or limb is fairly high. So based on that, the risk, in my opinion, is relatively high for one of these things, and therefore it justifies putting something in place to try to mitigate that risk. I personally don't have any concerns or issues with hunting or guns in general. I'm a veteran and have deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan. Even with trained soldiers, accidents happen, and I'm familiar with that, and so that's why I thought this, or I still think that this ordinance makes a lot of sense, and it doesn't have anything to do with guns necessarily or being anti-hunting. It's strictly a public safety thing. And I encourage people, if they have comments one way or the other, to come out to the public hearing on February 5th. Thank you.
That's it for today's update. You can watch all of our content by visiting our website, DoubleACS.com, by downloading the DoubleACS mobile app, or if you have a Roku, you can search for the DoubleACS Roku channel. For DoubleACS News, I'm Austin Ricketts.